Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that motherfucking bell because I know y'all love it here. I've been watching y'all. What's up? Today's TT's theory was very much requested by the mass, the many. If I dip this one more time. Hey everybody, it's Wterfiji, your favorite spiritual auntie, mother feed you what with the good. Yes, I do fuck good. If you guys are here, it's because you wanted to watch TT's theory, and we are back. Now, this TT's theory was widely requested, okay? But before we get into the request, I want all of you to like, comment, share, subscribe, share to 3 friends. Y'all know I'm a simple bitch, okay? And click the bell so you can get the notification for the next video, okay? Now, this here, drum roll, please. This is on mermaids, okay? Now, I found like a lot of the same information, so this may not be a long video as we have had in the past because most of the information was saying the same now because I didn't want to go into each different pantheon and then child, but I'm gonna have to because they're all saying very similar things. Now, depending on who you ask, is going to give you the belief on if mermaids are real or not, okay? Now, what's a mermaid? For those of you who may not know, if you don't know, you might have not have had a childhood because you've never seen The Little Mermaid.
Get this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
Ariel, she was a girl who left her family and friends back home for some dick, okay? Now, mermaids are ambiguous sea creatures that live in the deep, okay? Now, whenever you see a mermaid, they can symbolize things like life and love and fertility, okay? Because depending on whichever culture you're doing the research of mermaids on, they will tell you a different meaning to them. Like in Africa, where they have Mami Wata, a lot of people pray to her to enhance and upgrade their life, but they also pray to her to help for the nourishment and bearing of children, because mermaids can be known to protect women and also to protect the nourishment of women to help them bear fruitful labor, okay? Now, earliest predated legend and folklore of mermaids can be found in the northern part of Syrian folklore, where they have a goddess called Atargatis. Okay, so the divine goddess of Atargatis from the northern Syrian folklore. I don't know who she was running from, but while Ariel was trying to dive out the ocean into the sea, you know, Atargatis was diving into the sea. I don't know who she was running from, but when she dove into the sea, she dove into a lake. When she dove into a lake, she wanted to transform into a fish. But the gods was like, listen here, baby. We're not done with you. You're not going to be able to run from your responsibilities. So, I mean, we can somewhat grant your request, even though, I mean, hell, she a goddess. I don't know why in the hell she would, you know, need permission. But, child, they transformed her, like, her from the waist up into the beautiful woman that she is. And they left her from the waist down into, you know, tails and scales, because they just was like, listen here, you're very beautiful, we're not about to allow you to give up your beauty. So they kept her from, that's why they kept her from the waist up, beautiful and gorgeous, like the bad bitch that she is. Now, although that mermaids may be love and light to most people, but they are not fully innocent, baby. Mermaids can be little kleptomaniacs, and they can be also very manipulating and self-enticing themselves, because if you watch The Little Mermaid, Little John, whatever his name was, Leon, who the Little Mermaid fell in love with, he fell in love with her not only because of her beauty, she was so captivating, but also her beautiful voice, which was so mesmerizing. But you see, Ariel just thought it was so natural because she was just young and dumb. Now, mermaids can also cause destruction. such as storms and, you know, those waves be waving. And you can find information on this, like in Greek mythology. There was King Art something. Okay, I cannot pronounce these people's name. However, there was a woman who he had loved, and she went away. She done went away. She done turned into a mermaid. Okay, now nobody had knew what happened to her, I believe. Yes, nobody knew what had happened to her, but she went away. And so for seamen and fishermen who would pass through her waters, she would ask, is he still alive? And for the people that would tell her the truth and say, well, yes, he's conquered and he's thriving in whatever city that they were in, she would allow them to pass on. The people that gave her the answer that she did not want, because I guess she wants to know if he was still kicking. Okay, what would you be without me? I don't know, but them people who don't give her the answer that she wanted, baby, talk about big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on rolling, baby, because that shit was rolling down the river, baby. Okay, and they would never make it to their destination. So not all mermaids are of love and light, as some people would like to believe. Now, although they are very beautiful, they also have very beautiful voices. And not all hardships and folklore are derived from mermaids. And I say this because a lot of the times people interchangeably use mermaids versus sirens. Now, sirens, a lot of people would confuse sirens with mermaids because, I mean, I guess they can be beautiful, but it's more so like an illusion, because sirens are more so like half bad bitch, half griffin bitch. They be half birds too, girl, no shade. And so a lot of the times the seamen will, you know, run up on a siren and be like, damn, she ugly. That's why when people say mermaids are ugly. Mermaids are not ugly. Sirens are ugly. Okay? Sirens look like that thing that was at the bottom of Finding Nemo.
I'm gonna be your best friend. Good feelings gone.
When they were trying to get that scuba mask. Sirens are ugly. Mermaids are beautiful creatures. Okay? We here. Now, sirens are, I'm not sure if anybody would be familiar with Homer's The Odyssey, because, you know, y'all are possibly a newer wave of people. However, Homer's The Odyssey is a very old movie about Greek mythology. And so the Odyssey deals with Odysseus, who went on a journey. And so throughout this journey, Odysseus had to pass through these waters with his crewmen. And so they knew that the waters were going to be treacherous. So what Odysseus did, he ordered his men to close their ears with beeswax, so that they would not be able to become under the spell and or the trance of the sirens. Okay, now what he wanted to do, because nobody had ever been able to hear the siren song, which is that voice and captivating song that would bring a lot of fishermen and seamen to their deaths and crash their ships. Now he was like, listen, I'm gonna be the first. So what he did was he made them tie him up, and he demanded them, he said, do not untie me for no reason being until we pass these waters, but y'all plug up y'all ears with beeswax, so that way he can be the first man to say, hey, I will continue to take. Okay, if you guys do not know what Homer's Odyssey is, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen Ice Age, and y'all will remember this scene.
Manny, you're always right.
No, look, wait a minute. Ellie would never say that.
Manny?
Huh? No, they're not real. They're monsters. They're sirens. Don't listen to them. Who can take the sunrise?
Now, and that's not all with Greek mythology, because that's, you know, I went over with mermaids. Now, from the siren standpoint of Greek mythology, now I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with Greek mythology. However, when Persephone was taken from ground level, you know, the earth, and was stolen and kidnapped from Hades because Hades fell in love with her, Demeter, which is the mother of agriculture and fertility, because she grows the crops, she's really over spring and summer, but then, you know, she got Persephone, who took on a lot of her mother's traits, so now she's the goddess of spring, and so Demeter is the goddess of agriculture. And so every time when there's like winter, it's because Persephone is underworld with Hades, and now Demeter cannot bear the thought of, you know, being without her daughter so much that all of the plants and the vegetation and life ceases to exist. Now the earth becomes barren. But before they came on to this agreement that, listen, Persephone will spend 2/3 of the year above ground with you, but I need to see my wife, because eventually, child, Persephone got hungry because she was starving herself down there in the underworld. So she ate some pomegranate seeds. And so for every pomegranate seed that she ate, that was how long she had to come back. So whenever she would come back, she would eat pomegranate seeds. And then once the time is up, baby, she back in the underworld. So before they came on to that agreement, legend and folklore says that because Persephone, she used to be with the gang. Now the gang is like the water nymphs and the sea nymphs and the tree nymphs. So Demeter was like, how the hell could y'all allow her to get kidnapped? She was just with y'all. Y'all just gonna let him take your homegirl like that? Like, girl, no. So what she did was, in her little efforts of trying to find her daughter Persephone, before she figured out that she was in the underworld, because Gag, Zeus, who is the god of gods and god of the sky, girl, he was in on it the whole time, depending on who you ask, whoever tells you the story, girl. But him and Hades, he was like, listen, I need to love. And he was like, listen, I got a daughter, her name is Persephone, kidnap her, take her, boom. So Zeus knew about it the whole time, and nobody would help her, so she decided to create her own help. And them same nymphs, her homegirls who watched her get beat up, no shade, well, they didn't watch her. Her homegirls who watched her get taken into that portal into the underworld, she turned them into the sirens, which are half bird, half woman. Okay, to help them find Persephone, and that's why they sing that song. Allegedly, everything is for allegedly and entertainment purposes, and they sing that song because they are hoping that is going to call Persephone to them. So that's the story of sirens. So it's like each tale will tell a different tale. However, comma, you know, I'm a paper bag, so you know I was really following Mami Wata. Okay, now let me tell you a little bit about Mami Wata. Mami Wata, she is for us, the people, for the people, by the people. Now Mami Wata, she is a deity, the water goddess, the mother of water. Mami being mother, Wata, water, mother of water. Now some of you who do know who Yemoja is. Yemoja. Baby, it's Africa is big. There's different sects in Africa, so depending on who you ask, check your source, don't check me, ho. Anyways, so yeah, Mami Wata. Now, people who have said to have come in contact with Mami Wata, they say she don't talk. So while Ari was singing, I got gizmos and gadgets aplenty, Mami Wata, she don't talk at all. She's a mute, but she does telepathically communicate with you, okay? Now, if you look at other depictions of Mami Wata, don't she look familiar? Because this is her. And what else does this look like? Oh, okay. So they stealing more of our culture. Got it. Get it, got it, noted, done. Mami Wata, it's like half 50-50, because there are people, and then I also noticed what I did notice in like my research, the credible resources that were saying that Mami Wata does not exist for men. Mami Wata is not for the men. She's for the women, like I said. Mami Wata, she's to protect women and also to help protect the nourishment of women, because she blesses a lot of people's lives and she helps women bear children. So there are a vast majority of women who worship and praise Mami Wata because of the work that she does. Now, there have been there have been sources, there we go. There has been sources who are men who have said that they've had an encounter with Mami Wata, and he was like, listen here, this is what happened. I saw this bad bitch, right? She was coming out the water. He followed her into the water, and he just kept walking mindlessly until the waters was just engulfing him. So he blacks out. When he comes back to reality, child, he's on the shore. He didn't think nothing about it. He thought somebody saved them, brought him back fly mouth to mouth, girl, and did nothing that they paid him. So he goes home, right? Mami Wata coming to him in his sleep. in his dreams. So he's like, oh, baby, they being nasty. They're intimate. They're in a relationship. Telepathically. But she was like, listen here. You keep doing what you're doing, I'ma bless you. So she gave him specific instructions. He was following them. He was telling his family about the dreams, but there was, you know how Africans be. Baby, it's time for you to settle down and put a ring on it. So then he married a woman who wasn't Mami Wata. Mind you. Before he got married, and even a little bit during his marriage, he had all the money, all the cars. Baby, that second wife, she had it all. Because Mami Wata gave him everything that he needed. Until he went to like a priest and he wasn't happy. Something fell off. And so the priest was like, listen here, you have a dark energy around you. And he basically like brought up Mami Wata. And he was like, how would you know? Because I ain't tell you. So he was like, you gotta break it. Baby. Some chains are not meant to be broken, because once he decided to break that chain, girl, Mami Wata shook the rug from up under him, baby. She snatched him on up, girl. Now he back broke and got no money, child, just because he did the service to Mami Wata. Now, if you ask me, The Little Mermaid was a depiction and story of African culture. Oh my God, that is. Okay, y'all, so let me get y'all about. Yamoji went out into the water. After leaving the earth and raising her children, she dove into that water, baby. And so now she has the Undercity Atlantis. Yamoji is the richest Orisha, baby, because she got, it's a city of gold. She got all these riches up under it. She falls in love with the man named Anil. Yeah, she falls in love with the man named Anil, who is a human. But she gives him the power to be able to be with her up under the water. But then shit got real, shit got hectic, child, and then they end up breaking up eventually. Because, child, it's not working out. He did not know how to handle her, and she just, if y'all want to know the story of what I'm talking about, I'm gonna let y'all get to that. How Stella got her groove back, that's basically Yamoja and Anil, aka Ariel the Little Mermaid, and that man, because that's really a depiction of Yamoja, who's African, she black. So yeah, I remember Israel. If you ask me, I'm gonna say hell yeah. There are a lot of real life sightings that even scientists, when they look and depict in people and picture and art analysis people, they say that it's even real. It's not copyrighted. Even on there's a documentary. Y'all know Chalk Stains. Girl, Chalk Stains be trying to go out and find everything. That's why Siren Child trying to pull out that damn dark matter, trying to make sure that the Big Bang Theory is real, girl. I don't give a fuck about all that, girl. I'm here now, and this matter ain't dark because hell, I can see it. That ain't got shit to do with me. Let me live my best life, girl. I'm trying to open up no portals and shit, girl, but I digress. So, you know they always into some shit, girl, so child, that little siren scared the piss out of them people. And it's really been proven. No shot. That's my theory. I believe TT's theory. I believe that mermaids are real. And because mermaids can help people, that's why people demonize mermaids so much. And they always throw a mermaid into the place of what an actual siren is. Because if you demonize something, people are going to run away from it. They're not going to want to use it. But in Africa, where mermaid, aka Mami Wata, where she's loved and accepted, and her people are living lavish. They're living their best lives in whatever part of Africa that worships her. And so it's like, it's really depending on who you tell. Y'all ask me here for TT's theory. This is my theory. I'm going to say yes, mermaids do exist. I'm gonna say yes. And within even doing my research, if y'all watched the Lake Lanier video, if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it because y'all are gonna love it. Y'all are going to love it, and we got a bonus clip at the end. If you watch the Lake Lanier video, if y'all hear me talk about my experiences, like I said, I seen somebody at the shore, and I just kept hearing, "Don't get in the water." Like I just kept feeling like I shouldn't get in the water, but I am water. So it's like I'm drawn to the water, but I didn't feel like I wanted to get in the water. And once I did, I just felt like these things pulling me down. And so it's like, I don't know. Did a mermaid come to me? You know, mermaids don't come to everybody. Mommy Wata does not come to everybody. So, that's my theory. TT's theory. I do apologize if this video is short, y'all. Everybody's just the same thing. It just depends on who you ask. The story's just slightly different. However, what I will say, I fuck with y'all. I really do. If you guys have not already done it, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell to get the next notification for the next video, babe. And for those of you, if you're scared or if you feel like you're walking through a constant cycle, but you're ready for change and you want change. For those of you who feel like there's no way out, and even for my spiritual people, or for my psychics, or from people who have a strong gut or a strong intuition, just because you may see and or know the future, you can't look past the future, and that's why you're on the journey and the hardships and the hard trial, and why you don't see a way out for yourself right now. You may be able to see into the future, but you can't see past it, because past the future is hope. Got that from Maggie. Y'all should watch that TV show, Maggie. It's a very good TV show. Shout out to Hulu, because they did their motherfucking shit with that TV show. I love you all. You all are beautiful, powerful, and abundant. And Instagram.
Hey, now, say now, about to bring now, yeah, come around with bring hell.